December is no longer a myth. I mean, almost 2/3 of all the good games we've been waiting on were already released. Considering we're still getting new games, a few dozens almost every day. Speaking of which, here's over 20 more new games to keep you entertained, I guess, for the rest of the year. Let's go. First of all, Last Island of Survival made it over an Elite version just yesterday. It's a free game all the way, 2 GB in size, offering the same visuals, much less bugs, less hackers on top of a reduced app size, while retaining the core gameplay of the Last Island of Survival original. For those of you new, this game is a zombie survival sandbox that was a bit like the PC game Rust. Coming up behind that, although not just up there on the Play Store, but you can actually have it on TapTap, the Play Store, Bilibili, and even its official website. I've actually mentioned the game in my previous video with just the trailer, but you might want to know. Girls Frontline 2 was out there globally. It's a tactical strategy RPG AAA that's been worked out on for over 2 years now. If you're into anime, waifu, really well made just characters and some good shooting, you ain't gonna miss either one of those either way.
From a labor camp, and now she has only one goal: to get home.
Sitting on the Play Store through pre-registration, however, right now, the previously released PC game from December this year, Torn Away, was just ported to Android for free. It's a story-driven masterpiece of a game. I'll say, whether if you're into Annapurna interactive games, or just a good story on top of a good handful of hours of platforming, good visuals and a decent soundtrack, you should definitely try this one. Here's the thing, Torn Away is a $10 PC game that's coming fully to iOS even by the end of the year. Released earlier today and already downloaded almost 5,000 times, playable offline, we have a flying tank. This is an action-packed horizontal arcade shooter, or you can say shmup, that lets you play over 25 different stages with distinct areas with just a ridiculous 150 megabytes of storage requirements. Has over 5 different boss fights, customization options, different weapons and upgradables, and all you really have to do at some point of the game, which offers the premium version, you gotta do a $1 purchase and it'll all go away.
Witness Wizardia slowly emerge from the fog.
At number 5, for those of you into NFT, cause that thing's getting out of hand lately. I'm actually gonna make a video about that later on. We've got here something here called Wizardia, which is a turn-based strategy RPG online game that's actually been around for almost a month now, and now finally out of its beta and out on the Play Store globally. This game lets you basically make a team of 3 wizards out of a pool of 15 different of them to fight in PvP duels in arena fights to earn valuable resources. Anyway, game's about 400 megabytes in total and it's free to play. A couple days ago, Zepto Lab finally went on and released a new Om Nom run after like 2 years? I believe so. Well, it's a series of running cut-the-rope protagonist games that started life like over 3 years ago and already downloaded over 20 million times globally, all the series altogether. The new game over here offers more characters to choose from, better graphics and faster gameplay, in addition to just more stages, and all of that just for 100 megabytes of storage. Already downloaded over 50,000 times and a 4.5 out of 5 in rating. And number 7, we've got Bubble Arrangers. It's actually a previously Android exclusive and now on iOS. It's just the same as the previous one. An honorable mention over here, a casual endless runner with a different concept, really good graphics, some bugs that nothing to get picky about. And believe it or not, it's actually a new developer's first work too.
Tango, up on the roof of the 2-story building, the white one!
Number 8. If you haven't already picked up World War II Reborn, I highly suggest giving this thing a shot right now. Say, if you're looking for a decent clone off of the old Call of Duty games, on your cell phone this game is otherworldly well made for a mobile game. With just 200 megabytes of storage requirement. It's legit playable offline, has a multiplayer, both if you wanted to try something a bit different, I guess team-based play. A little bit of low graphics you might wonder, but that is just to make it work on low-end devices just as well. coming from a pretty new but decent mobile game developers here, number 9. We've got a open world halfway Grand Theft Auto inspired action adventure going by the name Wanted Criminal. It's not a typical rope hero style or wholly open world game, but a rather sandbox survival where you just take down cops that come around in waves with whatever gun you were rewarded. It's a fun game, a bit underrated I guess. It's free, about 150 megabytes in total as well. Number 10. I'd like to give a quick heads up on a new game, a western style third-person shooter that I've come across lately, almost a cover fire shooter in which you actually play as a sheriff taking down criminals. Now imagine Red Dead, but just the times where you ambush the Lemon Raiders and the O'Driscoll camps, and also the parts where they chase you and you have to just do some horseback shooting. Anyway, it's a good game, it's playable both online and offline, it's about 180 megabytes in total. Had enough of Western action, how about a legitimately AAA in quality hand-drawn Metroidvania and a fantasy reimagination of the classic novella Christmas Carol story by Charles Dickens as a game? Because we got one of those right here on the Apple Store only since yesterday, but it comes as a paid game. It's a $10 Metroidvania platformer playable offline and promised to be coming to Android soon. Not good enough? Well, Hello Kitty Island Adventure just hit the same platform for $7. The game is also coming to the Play Store by the end of the year. For those of you new, an action adventure in which you play as the titular Hello Kitty character. I don't know, say you want to pick something similar to the Animal Crossing at the same time as SpongeBob, especially the latest one, keep this one in mind. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the honorable mentions. Here's a good one.
2023最受期待放置 RPG 手游，超级华丽酷炫的特效，还有超级爽快的打击快感，超级多的技能组合，自由组队玩都玩不完。快来打造属于你的最强战士！说了这么多，还不快来预约？
Pilot soaring through a clear sky in a sleek airplane. This is Pilot. Mayday! Mayday! Engine failure. Requesting immediate assistance. No response. No choice but to bail out. Pilot activates parachute and gracefully descends from the plummeting plane.